Well, our Good Question series is back after Marc Lovicott took most of the summer off. We hope everybody finished dinner after our manure digester story, because we're tackling a question maybe many of you have wondered if you and your pooch are regulars at area dog parks.
Well, most of the dog parks have those convenient pet waste receptacles, but what exactly happens to your dog's, do I have to say this, your dog's number 2 once you toss it in? Well, one viewer, she's probably not the only one, wanted to know, and News 3's Marc Lovicott has the answer. Big investigative story.
Kudos to our viewers for coming up with some pretty unique questions here. Well, you know, you're going to find these pet waste receptacles at all 7 of our county dog parks, even at city dog parks as well. It's a lot of your dog's business to take care of. So what happens to all of it? That's what Jessica from Madison wanted to know. She asks, what happens to all of the dog poop collected in area dog parks? It's not supposed to be thrown away. She's right. So she wants to know, what do they do with it? Jessica, that's a very good question. No matter how pleasant of a day it is at the Prairie Moraine dog park, the inevitable happens. Dogs will do their number 2. It's not a pretty sight, but it happens, and it's put in these bins and never thought of again. But someone has to take care of it, right?
I don't know what they do with the stuff that's here at the park.
Where does it go? Do you know where it goes?
I do. That man right there takes it.
Really?
Yeah. Meet John Studeback.
One thing about dog waste, it's really high in protein.
He knows the Doggy Do business. In fact, that's the name of his company.
Doggy Do Pet Waste Removal. And we do the county parks. Some of the parks, this park happens to have 7 barrels out here, 50-gallon barrels.
Once a week, he collects about 500 pounds of dog waste from Dane County parks.
These are the biodegradable bags that the county furnishes.
He composts it and turns it into fertilizer for his farm. It's quite the job.
I just throw it right on the old poop mobile here, and
off you go.
And away I go to the next park.
In case you didn't figure it out, John has a pretty crappy job, but he says he likes it, and it's a necessary evil because maybe you didn't know, but it's actually illegal to throw your pet waste in the trash.
We always recommend that people either flush it or bury it, but we've always known that a lot of it comes into the trash.
According to a recent city study, 3.2% of waste collected is from animals.
That comes out to 1,200 tons annually if those numbers hold up through the rest of the study. So that's a phenomenal pile of puppy poo.
We've heard that you're supposed to flush it, but I don't know a lot of people who actually do that.
John certainly doesn't do that, but he's happy to have found a side job that helps his farm and the environment, one puppy poo at a time.
People will say, well, how can you stand the smell of that dog waste? And it smells just like money to me.
Sorry about that video.
Enjoy your dinner.
The city of Madison says they're starting to realize all the power associated with puppy poo. So much, in fact, they're trying to fit money into next year's budget to start an organics collection service, which would include pet waste. The plan is about 3 to 5 years out. It would take Fido's number 2, put it into a digester, and create power from the methane gas that's produced.
That actually was a very good question. I've wondered that myself.
Who would have thought?
Yeah. And how did all these stories end up in this one newscast?
One newscast.
Thank you, Marc.